Welcome to another edition of For the Health of It. I'm your host, Corian K. Paget, and today I have with me Coach Kelvin Bolden. Coach Bolden is a wide receiver coach at USM, and I've been knowing Coach Bolden for a good while. Goodness, about 13 years. We both graduated class of 07. I graduated from Biloxi. He graduated from Ocean Springs. We both went to Gulf Coast, and then we also both went to USM. While at Gulf Coast, I was a trainer and manager for the football team, and he was a wide receiver, standout wide receiver, set records there. And then at USM, he set records also. Had a stint as a pro. I had to try out with the Redskins and also play some Arena League football. Now he's in the coaching stint. So, Coach Bolden, let's go ahead and introduce yourself. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be able to finally, team up with you and talk about, the life of sports and health.
Definitely. So, Coach, man, a quick little background of you, man. You are coaching at USM now, and that's a D1 school, and you did attend USM. So, what made you want to go, or has it always been a dream of yours to go to USM?
Man, coming out of high school, I wasn't highly drafted or anything like that. I was big on track.
Mm-hmm.
I played football just to play it, but I had a couple of SWAC scholarships to play football. But I was highly recruited in track, like with Mississippi State, Ole Miss, couple of SEC school offers. But I guess I just wanted to play football. When people was like, man, you got a chance. So I went on to Mississippi Valley out of high school to play football and track, and I found out I had a little boy on the way, so I decided to come back home. And I went to Gulf Coast for 2 years, and I was highly recruited my sophomore year. I was one of the top receivers in the nation in JUCO, and Southern Miss was a team that was up on the rise, and it was close to their home. Well, being an hour from the coast with my family and an hour and a half from New Orleans, where my mom is from. So, it was just a school where it just stood out to me, with the winning tradition, with the tradition they had,
Right.
Of the football program and the school and the fans, man. And I decided I was committed to Mississippi State throughout the year of my sophomore year, and something that just pushed me to Southern Miss, man. A week before signing day, I went on to sign with Southern Miss.
I'm certainly happy about it, man. If you look back, we had that 12-win season that you were a very important part of, and then also, we won the conference championship. So I'm definitely proud of you, and proud and happy that you came to the Southern Miss, man. There's no doubt about that. So
yeah, it was definitely a lot of coach boys on that team too.
It definitely was, man. In fact, let's talk about one of the guys that was on the team, if you don't mind, man. Can we talk about your high school running mate, man, DeAndre Brown? How was that playing with him?
Well, we played high school together, played college together, played arena ball together. I've been around DeAndre for a long time, and DeAndre was a freakish athlete, man, with his size and the ability of the way he caught the ball and stiff on people. He was a baby Calvin Johnson. That's what we call him, baby Megatron. Coming out of high school, he was just a freakish athlete, man. He was different. But he had injuries that kind of slowed him down, and he had adversity that he had to get through, and which he overcame. He still had a shot at the NFL. Played arena football. Now he still continue to play arena football. I'm wishing nothing but the best for him.
That's what's up, man. Like you said, he did have a very tragic injury. We won't go too much into that, but hey, he has accomplished a lot for all the adversity that has been thrown his way. But back onto you, Coach. You after your playing career, you went from USM to you had a tryout with the Redskins, correct?
Yeah, I had to sign an undrafted free agent deal with the Redskins. Spent time with them. Then I got released before preseason and played a year of arena football. I had got called up to play in the CFL in the Canadian Football League with Hamilton Ticats. spent time with those guys for a year or so. You know, after that, I got released from there, and you know, it was just time for me to move on. You know, I was getting old. I won't say old. You know, I had hamstring problems, and you know, I just figured it was time for me to move on, and I wanted to stay around the game of football. So, you know, I had some great coaches that coached me, and I've been around some great guys. So that's something I wanted to do. I wanted to be around football. I had a son that I wanted to see grow up and, you know, love the game like I did and love the grind like I did. So, you know, I wanted to be a coach. So I started coaching at Ocean Springs High School for a year as a volunteer guy, and I had an opportunity to go to Pearl River for 2 years, and it just went from there.
All right, that's awesome, man. So what did you major in while at USM?
On sports management. So,
Okay.
you know, I could have, well, it's just like sports administration.
Right.
So, you know, I could have wanted to be an AD or, you know, somebody around recreation, like Boys and Girls Club, you know, being a manager, you know, something like that.
Right.
But I got into coaching.
Okay. So you went from Ocean Springs. You did that 1 year there. I remember that year. I was at Biloxi that year. And then you went on to Pearl River.
Yeah, I was there for 2 years.
Okay. How was your time at Pearl River?
Man, it was good. You know, I had some guys like Jeffrey Banks, who went to Louisville, Matt Eaton, who went to Iowa State, Kelvin Bolden, who went to Arkansas Pine Bluff, Jerron Hinton. You know, I had a couple good receivers that produced the years I was there. You know, and the season didn't go good for us, but you know, it's all about getting them guys 4 year scholarships. You know, no matter, you know, winning is good, but JUCO is all about developing and getting your student athletes to that next level. You know, to that 4 year school. That's why they came to JUCO. You know, some guys was overlooked, and some guys didn't have that opportunity to get a 4 year scholarship offer coming out of high school. So sometimes they have to go JUCO to be developed more and to have the opportunity to get that 4 year scholarship.
Okay, so
you know,
that's a good talking point right there, Coach. You mentioned some guys didn't have the opportunity to go to a 4 year school straight out of high school. You did, but if you look back at it, you started off going to Valley, you said, then family situation, you found out you had a son on the way, so you transferred to Mississippi Gulf Coast. Looking back at it, I mean, what would you recommend looking forward if it's your son, if he had the opportunity to go to a JUCO or go to a Valley or a Jackson State and he didn't have the big D1 offers first, what would you recommend for him?
Man, if he see himself as a grinder, you know, a guy that knows he's better than those situations, you know, I wouldn't mind for him to go JUCO and continue to develop and continue, you know, get it out the mud like some kids would say. You know, I wouldn't, you know, it's just what's best for him. He would have to sit out the pros and the cons of going straight to a 4 year school like a Jackson State. No disrespect to them, but those are good programs, you know. But sometimes you see yourself in a better opportunity of trying to get out there, you know, to like a Southern Miss, to a Tulane, to an LSU, you know, things like that. You know, it's all about just putting in the work. But I would say, you know, JUCO is sometimes the right direction to get where you want to go. You know, especially when you're not recruited. You know, when you're not recruited like some guys are, like 4 stars, 5 stars. When you're under the radar, you know, I don't see JUCO being a bad route. You know, like going to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, East Mississippi. You know, Jones. The good JUCO schools that's in Mississippi. You know, the guys that's getting exposure and all that good stuff.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about your passion for the game. You mentioned that you love track. You actually had a record for a couple of years in the state of Mississippi for the 400 for track. But you mentioned that you also like football. So talk about your passion for the game.
Well, I'm a guy who loves to compete, man. I hate to lose in anything. I just love to grind. I was really, I always been under the radar, and for some reason I overachieved.
Mm-hmm.
With the things from every level I've been on, from high school to college, even in the NFL, I made it there, but still I overachieved. I made it to where some people thought I would never make it, man. And it's just doing something that somebody say you can't do and proving them wrong and trying to make a way for yourself that and you're deep down that you could make it for yourself. And that was just something for me. You seeing guys that was ahead of you in high school, older than you, getting D1 offers and making a way for themselves, and you feel like you're better than them. And they saying, you don't have that opportunity, but still, you still made a way for yourself. It's just putting the work in and just doing something that some guys that say you can't do and you doing it and proving people wrong.
Okay.
And just making a way for yourself.
Right. That makes sense to me, man. And like you said, you were a competitor, man. I remember we were playing Pearl River one year, and I don't know who the DB was, but he was talking noise right before the game, pregame talking noise. And I just remember you just nodding your head and like, all right, bring it. And then later on, I just remember you dusting them. I mean, that's basically how you win, man.
I remember that it was a state championship game my freshman year.
Okay.
My first talking about the state champ at when Pearl.
Yeah, we blew them out bad.
Yeah, it was Johnny Dixon. He was a top DB out of Florida, all from Florida, and he was just running his mouth, and me and KB, Kevin Barkley, was just looking at each other like, man, this is the same dude was running his mouth early on in the season. He just don't know. And we was just having fun, man. It's all about having fun and being competitive. And I would always live by that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with talking noise. Just make sure you back it up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you're going to run your mouth, make sure you back it up and make sure you have fun with backing it up as well.
True that.
And that's just something I would live by for the rest of my life if I'm competing. That's something I would instill in my son. If you're going to run your mouth, make sure you back it up and have fun backing it up and doing it the right way.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure one of the things a lot of people always said to you on the football field, man, was I'm gonna break your little butt. I'm sure you heard that a lot. I was telling Austin right before you caught on, I was like, man, the dude, I probably outweighed him every season. But he's a little bit taller than me, and that's not good on my part because I'm shorter than you. I weigh more than you. But fact is that I never seen you take a hard hit, like ever. And I've been watching you play for a while. So explain your speed and the way you played the game and the way you protected yourself most of the time while playing to where you never took a hard hit.
Man, just watching Marvin Harrison, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Wallace, watching those guys who wasn't big at all in the NFL, watching those guys and just they played smart, man. They played to their advantage and they played to a point where they just not gonna play stupid and try to go head to head with somebody they know you ain't finna just stand up with the guy.
Right.
It's just a smart, just being smart. But I took a couple licks, man. At Southern Miss, I took a couple licks. I took a couple at Perk too, because I remember Chris White hitting me in practice.
Okay.
Desmond Washington, Howard Smith. I played with some good guys, man, at Perk, and I played with some good guys at Southern Miss, like Darren Wilson, C.J. Bailey, Kadero Law, Martez Smith. Man, I've been hit a few times, but you couldn't really never tell because it never fazed me. But you couldn't tell that it fazed me. But sometimes it fazed me. It deep down inside, them licks was hitting though. But I wouldn't let it show, man.
Right.
I was just scrappy,
Right.
And, I was just a scrappy cat, and I'm still in. And people be like, I still play flag football to this day. And people still talk about, man, if we was in past 9, it would be the same thing. I don't want to hear it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it's just being smart, man. It's just being smart and just getting down. When you
Okay.
catching the ball, you do what you can, and just getting down before a safety finna come knock your head off. Just being smart. That's all.
Okay. So how do you prepare yourself for the competition?
Well, throughout the week, from
Okay.
Monday through Friday. If you're playing on Thursdays, like on college, on NCAA level, you play on Saturday, so you just preparing yourself for Monday through Fridays. Putting in work from practice, treating each practice like a game. If you're playing JUCO football, it's just going from work from Sundays to Wednesdays and just preparing yourself like every day is a game, man, and never taking a rep for granted during a week of practice.
Okay, it makes sense. So man, you've been moving up the ranks throughout your coaching career. You've been coaching about 6-7 years now, correct?
Nah, man. I started off. Yeah, I started off in 15. I
Okay.
started off in 15 with my first full-time job.
Okay.
So yeah, about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And 2 years at Pearl River. A year at a D2 school in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 years. And Arkansas, University of Arkansas, that's 4 years. And going on my 5th year at Southern Miss as assistant wide receiver coach.
Okay.
Okay.
What was it like coaching on that SEC level at Arkansas?
Man, it was a blessing, man, being around coaches like Chad Morris, who's an offensive mind guy, who's at Clemson with Deshaun Watson. When those guys really start building up Clemson, he was part of that team that was building up Clemson to what Clemson are now. Justin Stepp, he's one of the top wide receiver coaches in the country right now, and one of the top recruiters. I'm thankful for him and Joe Craddock and those guys. It was just a blessing being up there. Coaching against Nick Saban, Edge Orgeron, and those guys, seeing them guys across from you. Having the opportunity to be on that stage. And just being in that environment.
Okay. Now, what's it like being around a Southern Miss historian like Jay Hop?
Oh man, Jay Hop is a great guy, man. I appreciate Jay Hop giving me the opportunity to come back home, be close to my family and being back in that black and gold, man. Jay Hop is really old school. I never been around a guy like Jay Hop,
Yeah,
but
old school for real.
He's strictly old school. He's tough, and that's what Southern Miss needs right now. Over the past few years. They're getting that. He's like Jeff Bauer. Jeff Bauer. I heard a lot of great stories about him being tough and being that player's coach, and that's what Jay Hopson is. And he's building the program back what it used to be.
Good deal. So, over this extensive break, what have you done to stay in shape?
Well, I've been playing a little flag football. With a good friend of mine, T. Sutton out of Gulfport. He's Cortland Sutton's dad, the receiver who played for the Broncos.
Okay.
He has a little flag football team, and he's over the little flag football league that he tried to put together throughout the coast. I've been playing with him. He's a great guy, and I've been working with my son, taking him to the beach and keeping him active, doing drills, ladder drills, and working quick twitch muscles, and working on just moving lateral and vertical and stuff like that.
Okay. How old is Cam now?
Cam 12.
Dang, man, we getting up there, Peanut.
Yeah, man, we are getting old, man.
So what? He going to the 7th grade next year or 8th?
Yeah, he's going to the 7th.
Okay. So he plans on playing football next year?
That's if he wants to play. I know basketball is his love. I ain't gonna never force him to do what he want to do. But it's his decision if he wants to play next year. But he's going to continue to grow into it because he's always around. He's always around the game. I believe you never force your kids to do something they don't want to do. Especially with sports. But he's an athlete now. He's going to be ready to play whenever he decides to play.
Yeah, true. Trust me, I've been watching, man. I've been keeping my eye on your stories, man, and that kid be showing out.
He's gonna be ready.
So, can you get into what is the schools and the conference idea of coming back after this pandemic?
Well, I think it's a couple things in place right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe the staff. There's a couple things in place for the staff of each school to report back real soon. Even the players is probably next month or so. There's a couple things that's in place for everybody to get back to the norm to prepare for this upcoming season.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you mentioned Marvin Harrison earlier. So and a couple other guys, Deshaun Jackson. Name your top five your five personal wide receivers that just five of your wide receivers that are your favorite.
In today's era, or
all time,
or just all time.
Yeah.
This is no order now.
Right.
All right. T.O.,
Okay.
Jerry Rice, Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss.
Okay.
Julio.
Okay. I like that. Now what about your five favorite cornerbacks?
Corners?
Yeah.
Dion.
Okay.
D'Angelo Hall.
Okay.
Revis.
Okay.
Gilmore.
All right, Stephon
Gilmore.
Gotcha.
And Richard Sherman. I like Richard.
All right. So who are some of your favorite corners that you faced?
That I faced?
Yeah.
On my team or
both.
can they be on my team?
Yeah, it can be both.
Demond Washington, that was at Perk.
Oh yeah.
Darren Wilson.
Okay.
That played with me at Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Bailey, that played with me at Southern Miss.
Okay.
The kid that was at Virginia, I can't think of his name. I forgot his name, but he was pretty solid. I liked him. And Patrick Robinson, who played at Central Florida.
All right, that sounds good. You mentioned CJ, man. You and CJ have a little bit of a history, man, because CJ is also from the coast. Did you ever face him while he was at Moss Point?
Did I ever what?
Did you ever have to go against him one-on-one when he was at Moss Point?
But actually, me and CJ, when throughout our high school career, man, me and CJ always trained together.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, I guess you could say we had that Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders relationship. You know, with him being a cornerback and I was a receiver. You know, we trained together. We worked out together. His pops used to train us for track. You know, Mr. Bailey. You know, he trained us for track. And he trained us for football. But we always worked out from the beach to the field. We always competed in that, and that's one thing with me and CJ, man. We was very competitive, you know, with one another, and we pushed each other to be the best what we were.
Okay. So, man, I got a question for you. A couple of weeks ago, I put up a status on Facebook saying there needs to be like a junior all-star game for the coast, East versus West, like Harrison County versus Jackson County or something like that, only for the junior class though. And it can be like in the game. So if we go back to our years we'll just say from like 03 to, well, we'll say the class of 04, that class of 04 to the class of 2009, who you think wins the majority of those games?
From Jackson County to Harris Central?
Yeah.
I mean Harrison County?
Yeah.
I gotta go with Jackson County because I'm in Jackson County, man. We had some dogs. Speedy, little Speedy, Viverette, little Brandon Viverette from Moss Point.
Right.
Miko Brown, Kevin Broccoli, those guys from Moss Point. Dominique Hobson, Trey Hobson from Pascagoula, Vic Ballard, Muff. Ocean Springs guys, Andre Watson,
Andre Watson,
Chance Cooper, DeAndre Brown,
Richard Dixon.
Yep, Richard Dixon, his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
St. Martin, you had dang, who did St. Martin?
St. Martin had Tarkon.
Yeah, Tarkon.
I think Bernard Seymour falls into this. I think he graduated.
Yeah. Gaucher had some guys too.
Yeah, Gaucher did, man.
Gaucher had some guys. I can't remember, but they had some guys. Oh, they had
Jimmy Reed. They had
Lil Mouse. They had running back. They had Lil Mouse who played running back at Gaucher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
But Harrison County did have some guys too. Hakeem, they had Gulfport had Hakeem McClellan, Shabazz McClellan, right. Alec Banks. Gulfport had some guys, man. Biloxi has some guys. Rico Mathis, Damian Fletcher, Billy Alexander, Paul Gunn. Although Paul Gunn came from Ocean Springs.
Right.
Harris Central had some guys. Yep.
Okay. Good deal, man. I'm gonna take this clip and put it on Facebook and get another heated discussion going on between the old.
Yeah, no disrespect to St. Martin.
Hey, no.
I just don't. I just don't remember a lot of people from St. Martin in that era though. I guess but I know a lot of people coming like Tyler Polk and Kalen Reddick, Ham McGee. This era right now, those guys that was good high school athletes, but back in the day, I don't know too many.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring in my intern Austin. Come on back, so so we can.
All right. How you doing again, Mr. Bolden, Coach Bolden?
What's up, hey?
So I'm gonna try to get into a bit of more of your personality. I kind of figured out you said you was a competitor and all that. So I'm trying to figure out like some small stuff about you. Like, what's your favorite show or Netflix show? Like, what you been binge watching?
Man, I've been binge watching for life.
Okay.
With the 50 Cent movie, the 50 Cent TV show. Yeah, but on movies, I've been watching All Day and the Night.
All right.
Extraction.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah,
that movie go hard. Fracture. That was a crazy think about movie. What else? It's a couple more movies on there I've been watching.
Okay, I got you. All right, so like I feel like you like to laugh and joke around a little bit. So like, who your favorite comedian and stuff?
Kevin Hart.
Okay.
I like Kevin. I like little Kevin Hart, man. He does a good job. What he's good at, man. He's good at promoting. You feel what I'm saying? And that's one thing. That's why he's in the position he's in now. He's good at promoting his movies, promoting his stand-up shows, and things like that. He's a great entertainer. You don't see many guys like him that's hungry and that's trying to get it.
Yeah, he definitely on top of the game right now. On your free time, like what's some of the hobbies that you take up?
On Sundays I play the drums at my father's church. I like to take my son out there and work him out. I like to shoot pool, and just hang out a little bit, eat some crawfish.
Would you say you nice like that on the pool table?
Yeah, I'm nice. I play a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Okay. A place you've never visited, but what if you got the chance, you would just hop on that?
I don't know, man. I really never just really thought about that one.
Yeah.
I'd say Turks and Caicos.
All right. Trying to be, ain't that's in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, out the country.
All right. And the last one, well, you already said it, but I'm gonna ask it again. But it was like Ocho or T.O. Like, you said T.O., so Ocho's
the best route runner in the game.
Yeah.
Ocho is the best route runner in the game. He's the best trash talker in the game. He backed it up. If he was on that thin line of being in my top 5.
All right.
He was on that thin line.
All right. I'm coming with two more. All right. So like you like them? What you like? Nikes or Jordans on your feet? Like you rocking with them Forces, or you rocking with like the retros, or what you rocking with on your feet?
The retros.
All right. What's your favorite J's?
The 4s.
Okay, I can respect that. I can respect that. And
the 4s or the 3s.
I can respect that. And the last one I got for you: building a relationship with your quarterback. What's the best way you feel to do that?
Make sure you catch that ball.
All right.
Make sure you catch that ball and make sure you get open. Because you're wasting your rep with the quarterback if you ain't catching the ball, if you ain't getting open.
Right,
you ain't gonna look your way.
I got you. I'm gonna turn it back over to Coach P. So
I appreciate you, man.
All right. With Father's Day coming up, man, you said your son played a big part in you moving back from Valley down to the coast. Man, can you talk about what it means to be a father?
Well, you know, it's with having that boy, you know, it means a lot, you know, with him looking up to you. You know, you want him to have the best in everything, you know, want him to be the best in everything he could be, you know, and him seeing you do everything you do, you know, you just being a mentor, a friend, a father, you know, you just being that role model that he wants to be when he grows up, but better, you know, and you know you want him to correct all the mistakes that you done made when you was younger in your primes and things like that. So you want him to be everything you was, but better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know.
That sounds good to me, man. Well, shoot, Coach, we running short on time, man. I really appreciate you sitting down and getting this in with me, man.
Nah, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. Southern Miss to the top.
Always.
All right. Before we let you go, if you want, you can drop your social media handles.
All right. My Instagram is _K Bolden, K Bolden, Bolden. My Twitter is _K Bolden, K Bolden, Bolden, and Facebook, Kelvin Bolden.
All right, sounds good to me. Appreciate it. This has been Corey and K-Pad Paget, and this has been another episode of For the Health of It.
All right, big dog. Appreciate you guys.